kepada Christian sama Sandra. So the first chance I give to Christian to give statement.
Hi everyone. First off, I am not guilty. I have not overstayed my visa. I have not made money in Indonesian rupiah. In Indonesia, I put out a statement about LGBT and I'm being deported because of LGBT.
Okay.
What is your proposal?
Itu cukup. Baik. Cukup ya, itu ya, udah dikasih statement tadi ya. Udah.
Alright, let's just talk about this bitch. I'm sorry, pardon my language, but I don't think she deserves any more respect from us after what she did to our country. Bitch, it was never really about your skin color. Never. We don't care whether you are blue, gray, red, purple. We don't give a shit. It's about you. It's about what you did. You disrespect us. You disrespect Bali. You disrespect Indonesia. And you are inviting people to do the same. Oh my God. How could you do that? I'm sorry if in your country you were mistreated just because of your skin color. But here in Indonesia, no. We treat people equally as long as you respect us. If you do not respect us, we are not going to hesitate to kick your ass. Here in Bali, we are very welcome to everyone who wants to visit us. Okay? But you have to know your boundaries. You are a guest. So act like one. This is not your home. Alright? And also I'm going to tell this for once and all. For those who wants to come to Bali, make sure you are not broke. Okay? I'm gonna tell you one more time. Make sure you are not broke. If you are broke, do not travel. Save your broke ass at home.
Correction, there's two women and the other one said that they don't pay Indonesian taxes because they make US dollars instead of Indonesian rupiahs. She's getting US income and paying for Bali's living costs, which is kind of okay if you're doing it by yourself. What could happen if people do what she's promoting is that there's going to be a bunch of foreigners with hella money living in Bali. Prices will go up to adjust to their income. Locals can compete with that. Foreigners will live like rich kings and queens and locals will be their servant. Doesn't that sound familiar? Part 2 is where it gets messy.
Hi guys, I hope you guys know about the Twitter thread that's going around. You know about the girl that's been here for a year when her visa only lasts for 6 months. Someone who's literally committing tax fraud. Literally trying to colonize us. I don't know about you, but I'm getting really sick and tired about Americans' bullshit. Does it not sink in their brain that they're gonna be the only ones in an advantage? Hear me out. If they decide to colonize us 2.0 here, and that means they make more income because they're doing this illegally, and by doing this it makes their outcome cheaper. That means Bali has to adjust with the more dominant income, which means the foreigners will get more of an advantage because they make more money than the actual people in Bali. It's bad for the economy! Terrible! Are you kidding? As if... Is it not enough for you? You guys ruined so many shit. Is it not enough? We're white too, apparently. Just without the privilege, so it doesn't make it any better.
For the past few days, here in Bali, there has been a really viral news about an American girl who encouraged foreigners to move to Bali and live in Bali. Her name is Kristen Gray. This is a big news that blew up in Twitter, guys. Before, she was just an ordinary girl who came from America to Bali and she was really struggling financially. Until one day, she decided to move to Bali with her girlfriend for about 6 months. Since then, she fell in love with Bali. She said in her tweet, some of her reasons she really likes Bali are: Bali is safe, living cost in Bali is really cheap, she can elevate her lifestyle, Bali is a queer-friendly area, and she's happy that there's a black community in Bali, which makes her feel like it's home for her. Because of that reason, she made a book for foreigners who want to live in Bali as well. This is where things get heat up. As soon as she promotes her book, Our Bali Life is Yours, Indonesians are all furious over these issues. She promoted her book through Twitter, and a lot of Indonesians think that thread on Twitter is really irresponsible. Basically, Indonesians don't support her movement at all because Indonesians still go through COVID-19 pandemics, and the COVID-19 pandemics in Indonesia is getting worse these days, which means Indonesian government still legally closed its border for foreigners from abroad that wants to come to Indonesia. For now, legally, only Indonesians are allowed to travel in Bali. What about foreigners? Well, for foreigners, they are not allowed to enter Indonesia for now. However, foreigners can come as long as they have business visa. So this is actually the main reason on why Indonesians are reacting about her thread on Twitter. Indonesians believe that Kristen Gray violates the Indonesian visa rules. Or, in other words, they believe that she cheated the system here. That's why she can stay for a long time in Indonesia and even encourage other foreigners to come to Indonesia during the COVID-19 pandemic. However, guys, when Indonesians point this out to Kristen Gray, and this got really blew up on Twitter, she suddenly feels like she's the victim here. And a lot of Indonesians say that she pulls out the black card. She basically said that Indonesians are racist towards her as a black girl. But on the other hand, however, guys, Indonesian feels like she doesn't get the real point on why people criticize her. Instead, she's just playing the victim. Indonesians just want to emphasize that it is wrong to ask foreigners to come to Bali right now because it's legally impossible unless you have a business visa. And of course, because Indonesia is still in the middle of the COVID-19 pandemic, which is getting worse these days. The other point that Indonesians are emphasizing is Indonesians feel like Kristen Gray glamorizing the life in Bali too much. The worst possible thing that can happen in the long term if this actually happens is gentrifications, which of course is not beneficial for the locals in Bali. This has been a really big talk in Indonesia right now, and actually in Twitter there's a war between Indonesian and black people. Black people feel like Indonesians are being racist, while Indonesian feel like it's not good during this pandemic to invite people here, and the situation on social media is quite crazy right now. So let me know what you